Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to make a little video going over a very important piece of advice and tips that I have for you traders out there, especially those that are trading futures, where there's a lot of really good brokers. Some of them, three companies in particular that I've worked with in the past, which was Trade-of-8, Stage 5, and currently I'm with EdgeClear. All three of those have been really great. As you know, I use Sierra Chart as far as all my day trading in the futures market. And so I wanted to just tell you about something that I don't know if a lot of people are aware of. I know, risk management is probably the most important topic when it comes to trading, but is the one that people in general just are less interested in just because, they consider it sort of more boring, let's say, as opposed to studying like technical analysis and charts and everything. However, the name of the game here is just survival in the long run. You just gotta make sure that your account can withstand a series of losses and that you don't go, crazy and basically just liquidate your whole account because you have a bad session and you start revenge trading, etc. So what I recommend, and I personally use this myself because, no matter how many years you've been trading, emotions are always a big part of it. And if you just talk to your broker, there's certain restrictions and rules that they can apply to your account, which I think will be greatly in your benefit to do so. And again, I'm talking specifically futures brokers is what I've done this with. But if you trade other markets like Forex, etc., you could reach out to your brokers and see if that is available on those markets as well. But I personally use it for day trading, the E-mini, the S&P 500 market and futures. So first thing, what instruments can I trade? Okay, so let me just bring up all three of them at the same time right there. So the first thing is you can set specifically what instruments your platform is going to allow you to trade. So with this one, what I have it set, since I only trade SP 500 exclusively, I have it set so that it only allows me to trade ES and MES, which, as you know, this is the mini. It's $50 a point, $12.50 per tick. And the micros, which is $5 a point, $1.25 per tick. I mostly use micros if I'm going to do more swing trading or if I'm looking to scale in. And minis I use mostly more for scalping, very short-term trading with one or two contracts, as we're going to talk later. Okay, but the first thing I recommend you set is just talk to your broker, specifically what instruments are allowed to be traded in your account. That way, you just avoid any accidental, you don't know if it can happen, but it's possible that something could happen and you accidentally open a trade in a market that you're not familiar with if you load the wrong chart or something. The next setting that I always have is how many max contracts per instrument, okay? This is very important for many reasons. First of all, so you don't over leverage yourself. You definitely, depending, I'm talking obviously if you're trading live funds, a real account, depending what the size of your account is, you want to have the appropriate risk for that, where it be 1%, 2% per trade that you're risking with your stop loss, etc. Whatever works best for your strategy that you've developed. But it's very important, I think, to just set the maximum number of contracts that are allowed. This also will prevent, like I said before, any accidental openings of positions larger than you had planned. Maybe you did a fat finger, maybe you had accidentally pressed 10 instead of 1 on the presets of your trading platform for your bracket or market orders, etc. So if you set this up with your broker, if for example I have it set that I can trade maximum 3 minis. If by accident I try to go in with 5, the platform is simply going to reject my order and is not going to go through. Okay, so in this case, personally, what I have in this is for the ES, I have this set maximum 2 contracts at a time, and for the MES, I have it set at 20 contracts at a time, which is basically the equivalent of 2 ES would be 20 MES. Okay, and this I have it set so that way I have peace of mind that I know by accident I cannot open a bigger position than what I intend to. And also, you know, a lot of times, and this happens to everyone, if you're, let's say, having a bad day, suddenly you start getting into that revenge trading mindset and you start just thinking, okay, I'm just going to double the size of my positions so that way I can make up my losses faster. And obviously, you know, when you're emotional, when you're having a bad day, that's just a recipe for disaster. And you can just liquidate your account or dig yourself into a much bigger hole. So it's very useful to have a maximum number of contracts allowed. And then the last thing that I have that I recommend you set, very important, it's a maximum daily or weekly loss. I personally use a daily loss, because with a weekly, you'll probably set a bigger number. And if you're having a bad day, you can literally just, you know, reach your whole weekly loss in just one bad day. So personally, I don't use the weekly, but I know it's an option some people use. I personally use the daily. And that way I say, okay, per day, I'm going to allow myself X number of dollars to be my maximum loss, and that's a way for you as well to protect yourself, protect your account and your equity. Since if you're having a bad day, instead of just, you know, starting to revenge trade, chasing the market, etc., just making bad decisions that could dig you into a really big hole, if you just set a maximum daily loss, the platform is going to automatically just liquidate and close your positions and lock your account until the next trading day opens. So that will be in futures. If you get liquidated, let's say overnight or in the morning during regular market hours, your account is going to be locked and it's just going to open up again at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time the next day when the next futures date trading day opens up. Okay, so I think that's very valuable. I know some platforms even allow for a maximum daily, weekly win, whereas if you reach a certain target per day or week, it locks your account. This will be useful, you know, if you've noticed that you tend to have big runs up in equity, but then you tend to just have very ambitious profit goals, and then you tend to give back profits. This could be something that maybe might help you, but definitely I think just a maximum daily loss is really, really important, just to make sure that, you know, on a bad day or a series of bad days, you don't seriously damage your account. That way it locks you out. It gives you a day to just, you know, calm down, reassess, study what went wrong, do your journaling, etc., and come back fresh the next day. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope these tips have been useful, and again, I recommend everyone reach out to your broker and do this. This will definitely help in your risk settings of your account and in your long-term survival in this. Okay, have a great week, and I'll see you all in the next video.